It's Rod Lawler to break in frame one. He's had such a terrific run so far. Can it end in victory this evening? Well, Fu, as I say, he beat Maguire, he beat Williams and Walden and Murphy. They're all top 16 players. Ali Carter, for all intents and purposes, top 16 player. I think that's how most of us think of him. So some terrific wins already. And no messing there. He went full-blooded at the red, but he hasn't potted it. Fu has to attack, and he has to try and prevent Lawler making this into a tactical battle. I think, though, the players that he's beaten has got to give Fu confidence. He is a very inconsistent player. When he plays well, he is unstoppable. When his form isn't there, it really isn't there. But today it's been there. And he'd be very confident, I think, coming into this final. These two have never played before, oddly enough, in all the years they've been on the circuit.
One.
So Rod Lawler pops the first ball. Big deal for him. He's been in a major ranking final in 1996, the International Open. Beat Stephen Hendry along the way, lost to John Higgins in the final. This would be a real feather in his cap were he to win this one this evening. If you're watching the semi-final, you'd have seen an extraordinary third frame against Dominic Dale. Dale needed 4 snookers, got them all, then he got a 5th. But Lawler fluked the yellow from out of that snooker, and that was the end of the frame. But to my word, he was put through the mill. He's had to work very hard to get this far. And another night of hard work is surely ahead of him.
Seven.
And a nice crowd in, it would seem, for this one this evening. Not the final many would have predicted, I'm sure, but let's see what he can serve up for us.
$13. $18.
Made a good break in the first frame against Dale in the semis, 61, which settled him down straight away.
Thanks. 19. $25. 26.
Rod Lawler, one of those players who's kept his head down over the years and just got on with his career. He hasn't got involved in the various politics and sniping that's gone on. He's a pure snooker player, loves playing, could have put his cue away at the end of last season, having dropped off the circuit, gone and done something else with his life, but he loves the game too much for that. Wasn't too proud to go to Q school, and came through. Since then he's had a really good season. This is his 43rd match of the season if you count the Q school. That's a lot of snooker, so no wonder he's match fit.
$32.
There's Peter Williamson, the referee, keeping a watchful eye, as he always does. Well, he doesn't like those, so it's going to be this one, close to the corner pocket.
$33.
Yeah, that finished nicely.
$35.
Now then, is he on anything here? I don't know whether he can see the red to the right corner. It looks like he may be just impeded by the black. He walked very gingerly round there to have a look. Gonna have the white cleaned. Well, he's got this one to the centre.
36.
Just a little short from blue. Would prefer to be the other side of it. So he's having to power it in and out of bulk. He seems to have played this pretty well.
41.
Good start this from Rod Lawler. Halfway through went for a red list, and this has been the result.
$42.
So what a chance for a 1-0 lead.
48.
What a story this is turning into. Rod Lawler, the comeback kid of snooker, it would seem. Certainly what we've seen this season.
49.
Got to the last 16 of the Wushy Classic, the first ranking event of the season. Beat Steve Maguire there, very nearly beat Graham Dott. And it's wins against top players, of course, that give you confidence. So the fact that he's already
55.
today beaten 3 ranking event winners, Stuart Bingham, Stephen Lee and Dominic Dale, is going to give Rod Lawler a hell of a lot of confidence. Beat Peter Ebden in one of the earlier PTCs this season.
Well,
this is how he started, as I said, against Dale. He made a big break in the first frame and it just settled him. Kept his opponent cold in his seat.
So
you can see from the graphic that he's a red away from the snooker's required stage.
That's
why they're applauding, but Rod Lawler can tell you that these frames ain't over till they're over. Dominic Dale got the 4 snookers he needed in the 3rd frame of their semi-final, although in the end Lawler did fluke the yellow out of a snooker to win the frame. Nevertheless, a great start. Well, no one could accuse him of not being match fit. He's more match fit than anyone else on the circuit. And you know, the slim
69.
pickings down the ranking list, or rather the financial pickings down the ranking list, are pretty slim. There's no money early on in the ranking tournament, so £10,000 to Rod Lawler, I can assure you, will be very welcome this evening.
70.
Great stuff, this. Terrific.
76.
Well, Rod Lawler, unstoppable it would seem. Great start to the final, no signs of any fatigue setting in or anything like that. Far from it. Looks really up for this.
$84. 85.
Well, Rod Lawler turning into snooker's own Rocky.
92.
Be, very distant prospect this at the end of last season, but look at him now. Terrific. Black for the century. What a start to the final for Rod Lawler. It's not only the match play
100.
Also the confidence that the seasonal start that he's had has brought him. It's made all the difference. If this break doesn't give him confidence,
102.
nothing will. So Marco Fu, I'm sure, was expecting a tough match. It's just got a lot tougher for him. With Rod Lawler, that
105.
started like an express train.
$109. 114.
From Rod Lawler, and he's in the opening frame of the final. And what a great break it was. And it all came from his first real chance. Marco Fu took a red on, missed. Rod Lawler immediately got in, and 114 means he leads 1-0. Great start for the Liverpudlian.